y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cheryl. I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and today I have a what sold video. This is for the month of February 2024, and what I'm going to do is highlight, I just pulled out 10 sales at random to just kind of give you an idea of what kind of things I'm selling, how much profit I'm making, that kind of thing. And then I have one sale I'll share with you that is what I refer to as a lesson learned. And then I'll give you my numbers for the month. So the first item that I pulled to share with you is this Eileen Fisher lightweight hoodie, women's size medium, gray with a tiny flaw. And the notes that I put in the description was that there is a rip on one of the, there is a rip on one of the seams, and to see the close-up photo. And so I did show that in the photos. This was purchased at a thrift store here local to me. They have a bag sale. It's normally so it's like a fill-a bag, and it's like a plastic grocery bag size. And it's normally $15 for the bag, but their whole store is 50% off on the first Saturday of every month. And so I got that bag for $7.50. So my cost of goods for this item was $1.31. This item was listed for 26 days. I had originally listed it at $29. It sold on Poshmark. I received an offer from the buyer for $24, and I accepted that, and my profit is $17.89. The next item I have to show you is this Columbia Skort women's size large tennis skort with pockets. This was purchased at the bins. My cost of goods on this particular day averaged out to $1.06. This bins location, they are $1.49 a pound. This item I had sold on Mercari for $19, and my profit is $14.50. Next, I have this Tadashi Shoji, and I may be saying that completely wrong, and you can correct me in the comments, and it's fine, because if you've watched my channel before, you know I am not good when it comes to pronunciations on words and brands. So that's just what I call it. Tadashi Shoji dress, women's size 8, sleeveless, v-neck, navy lace with taupe lining, and it did have some light pilling, and I showed that in the close-up photos that the lace had some pilling to it. I got this at the bins. My cost of goods per item on that day was $1.72. This is a different bins location, and the cost there is $1.99 per pound. So obviously I prefer the other bins location that's $1.49, but it's farther from my house, so I can only go there on the weekends because I do work full time. So if I go in the afternoons after work, I have to go to this one that's closer to me, but it costs more per pound. So anyway, my cost of goods is a little bit higher. So $1.72 on that. This was a full price sale on eBay for $29, and I do believe that, yes, this item was promoted. I had to think about that a second, sorry. So this item was promoted, sold for $29 on eBay, and my profit was $17.53. The next item is this Abercrombie Kids hoodie, size 7/8, A and Fitch logo gray, white pink tie front. I got this at the bins. Cost of goods $1.14. This was listed for 25 days, and it was a full price sale on eBay for $20. My profit was $15.41. Then I have this Disney hoodie, size extra large, Mickey True Original tie-dye blue. It is unisex sizing. This came from the bins for $1.20. I listed it for $22, and it sold on Mercari for full price, and my profit is $17.23. Next, I have this Lungo Larno. Again, pronunciations are not my friends. Lungo Larno dress, women's size large, linen, cotton, pockets, sleeveless. So it was all linen, and it had this small cotton area detail, and it did have pockets. I got this at the Salvation Army thrift store on their half price clothing day for $2.86. Listed it for, let's see, $24 was my listing price, and it sold in 25 days for full price on eBay. My profit was $17.72. Next thing to sell is this Levi's button-down shirt, men's medium chambray denim. I got this from the Salvation Army store on their half-price day sale. It was $2.86. This was listed for 1 month exactly. I listed it January 18th. It sold on February 18th. I listed it for $35. This was sold on Poshmark, an offer to the liker, so that was discounted shipping. So it sold for $25, and my profit on that is $15.12. The next thing I have is this Lucky Brand top, women's size extra large, boho popover paisley. I got this from the bins for $1.72. This was listed for 4 days. It sold on Poshmark for $25. This was an offer to the liker, so it did have a shipping discount, and my profit on this is $16.26. That one I probably should have listed it a little higher, but you know, it was a quick flip, and I'm happy with that. The next thing that we have are these chip and pepper jeans, men's size 32-30, bobby boot cut. See photo for measurements. So the inseam on these actually measured 28, even though the tag said 30. I got these at the bins for $1.54, and they sold on Poshmark for $28. My profit on this is $18.84. That was also an offer to the buyer, so that's a discounted shipping. Profit $18.84. My husband actually picked these up. He has joined me in the reselling business at this time. Both of us are still working full-time, so it's still part-time for both of us, even though he's joined me in the business, and his focus is on jeans. So we're basically going to be doing probably 50 to 60% jeans, and then the rest will be regular clothing. So next I will share with you this a bundle sale. I don't get very many bundle sales, but I mean, I love them when I get them. I just don't get that many of them. So this was a bundle of 3 items. The Tory Burch boots that if you watched my ThredUp shoe unboxing video, you saw these. They did clean up fairly well, although they still had a few like scratches on them that I wasn't able to get out, and I did show those in the listing. So these are Tory Burch boots, women's size 7.5, medium brown. See photos for condition is how I listed those. My cost of goods on them was $7 because they came in that ThredUp shoe box. I listed them, and they sold 8 days is how long they were listed. Yes, 8 days is how long they were listed. I'm so sorry, I lost my train of thought. And my notes were a little disorganized on the bundle. So I had these listed for $57. I listed them that high with the intention of probably trying to get around 40 for them. And then the second item in the bundle was this Vera Bradley purse. It's called Not Just a Clutch, and the pattern is Baroque. This was flawed. It had some fading on the white of the strap from being in storage, and my cost of goods on this was $6. I had this listed from May of last year, so a solid 9 months this had been listed, and I had been reducing the price by 5% every month. So I don't remember how much I originally listed it for, because that was before I was tracking stuff like that, but at the time of this sale, it was listed for $14. And then I had the other Vera Bradley Olivia Carnaby. This one was new with tags. My cost of goods. Y'all, I really am getting tongue-tied today. I'm so sorry. My cost of goods on this one was $7. And same thing, I bought it at the same time in May of last year. I had went to a yard sale. This lady had a ton of Vera Bradley bags. I bought 80 from her, and about half of them, 40 of them, were new with tags. And I think I can't remember my total. I want to say I paid her, it was 300 and something. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, it was a big buy. I would not do that again because Vera Bradley does not really hold its value on the resale market as well as I thought that it would. But anyway, at the time that this sold, it was listed for $18. So the value of the bundle, so the value of the bundle when you added the listing prices of them together came out to be $91. Is that right? Let me do some math. 57, 60, $89. The value of the bundle was $89. And this was a repeat buyer of mine. So I sold this for $59. So she got a really good deal on this. And after I take out the fees and my cost of goods for all three items, my profit is $27.20. So that those are the sales for the month of February that I was going to share with you. Okay, so now for my lesson learned for the month. This Steve Madden Blexi floral logo cognac crossbody purse. I bought this at a yard sale back right after I first started reselling, like at the beginning of this past summer into May, 1st of June. And I paid $7 for this bag. I never should have paid that much for this bag. I probably just shouldn't have bought it at all. I don't know very much about purses or shoes. And I heard the name, I saw the name Steve Madden, and I was like, oh, that's a good brand. No, I should not have picked this bag up. I don't remember how much I listed it for originally, but I did my method of reducing the price by 5% every month. So I don't know if I ever explained that before, but I delist and relist. So what I do is every morning I look on eBay and at my listings, and I sort them by renewing soonest, I think is what the column header is called. And if it's in the red, which means it's going to renew within the next 24 hours, then I delist it and relist it. And at that time, I lower the price by 5% of what it was. So at the time that it sold, the price had lowered all the way down to $14. I don't remember how much I originally listed it for back in June. But, yeah. So I had lowered it down to $14. And then I got an offer from the buyer, a half price offer. This was, I think it was on, was it President's Day? Is that, anyway, whatever Monday, the post office was closed that day. So I ran a sale that day, and I sent out a message to my shoppers that said I was running a 50% off sale, and if they would send me the offer for 50%, I would accept it. And so they sent me an offer for $7 for this purse, and I accepted it, and I was happy to see it go. But obviously, I paid $7 for it. I sold it for $7, and Poshmark charges a minimum fee of $2.95, so I have a negative $2.95. So that's my lesson learned for the month. So now for my totals for the month. Remember, I do this part-time, and I've not been at it very long, so please don't look at my numbers and think that this is what you should be doing or anything like that. In fact, I'm trying to this is like a starting point for me. So my total revenue was $1,227.55. Now these numbers come from Vendoo, so that number does include eBay shipping and any shipping discounts from Poshmark. My total, after I subtract my eBay shipping and my Poshmark shipping discounts, then my total profit is $628.89. I sold 79 items in the month of February. My average sales price was $15.54. I am working very hard to try to get that number up. The marketplace that I had the highest revenue and profit on was Poshmark. That's my total. Of the 3 marketplaces I sell on, Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, I made more money on Poshmark this month. My highest average selling price was on eBay, but I had more sales on Poshmark. So, and you know, a lot of people say, well, I've heard some people say recently that they're kind of giving up on Mercari, but I do make some decent sales on Mercari, and Vendoo makes it so easy to cross list. I mean, why wouldn't I? So, you know, I'm pleased with that. $628 profit for the month of February. My goal is to see that number go up every month. And so that's the goal I set for myself for the month of March, is $629 to beat that number for March, which shouldn't be hard to do. I got 2 extra days in March, right? Here's hoping anyway, right? So anyway, that's the end of the video. Not too much of a long one this time. I should have a haul video for you next week. I'm just trying to do 1 video a week until I kind of can find my rhythm of, you know, what we're going to do for the videos. I do have links in the description box for my selling platforms that I use for eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. There's also a link down there for Vendoo if you want to try them. I do love Vendoo. And I think I'm pretty sure there's a link down there for Flip. I use them for sharing for my Poshmark closet. They did recently just start charging $9 a month. I think yesterday is when that took effect. It used to be free, but $9 a month is still the cheapest thing out there for sharing my Poshmark closet. So that's why I'm sticking with them. So the link is in there for that. And then also there's a buy me a coffee link down there. So if you wanted to show your appreciation. So that's it. I'm going to sign off now. If you like the video, like it. If you don't mind, subscribe if you want to see more reseller content. I'm trying to ramp up and expand the types of videos that I share. Again, you know, my little disclaimer, I always say this is not educational. It's not a tutorial by any means. So, because I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of learning as I go along. So, come join me on this journey, this little adventure that I've got going on for reselling. And until next time, I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.